problems are going to be multiplying fractions, and then the bottom we're going to see how we put it together to distribute a fraction to solve the linear equation. So here's the first one. Okay, so we got to practice these first before we know how to distribute. All right, so here's our first one. I'm gonna walk through this one first because it's been a long time since we talked about fractions. So for this one, to multiply a fraction, and this isn't a fraction, this is a whole number. First, I have to make it a fraction.
You have to put a 1 under.
Good. I make it a fraction by putting a 1 under it. And then for multiplying, do I have to get them to have the same denominator? How do I? That's only for adding and subtracting.
Don't you do it cross?
Do I do like an X or do I go straight across?
You do some stuff.
X.
So, do you think I go 5 times 1 and 6 times 12, or do I go straight across? I have to go straight across. That's why we're clarifying. I'm going to wait in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Antonio, I need the hood off. Javier, I need the hood off. All the way. So I multiply straight across. I multiply 5 and 12 and 6 and 1. 5 times 12 gives me 60. 6 times 1 gives me 6. And then I reduce it. I can simplify it. I can reduce it. I can divide both by 6. 60 divided by 6 gives me 10. And 6 divided by 6 gives me 1. And 10 over 1 is the same as 10. So my answer for this is 10. I'm going to use this question later. So it's really important that you've copied the question and the work and you understand how I got to 10. Because this is going to be used later, and if we don't understand it, that's a problem. No. All right, so here's our next one. So for number 10, we have 2 divided by 7 times negative 14. So what's the first thing I need to do? Javier, what's the first thing I need to do? I add a 1. Good. And then how do I multiply a fraction? Omar, how do I multiply a fraction? I go straight across. So tell me the first 2 numbers that I multiply. Huh?
7 and 1.
And then also?
2 and negative 4.
Good. So on top, what am I going to end up with? Jocelyn B, what's 2 times negative 14? Negative 28. Fabulous. And 7 times 1, Carolina? 7. So think about it for like 5 seconds before I call someone. What can I reduce it by? I'm not going to call anyone.
I hate that part.
All right, Antonio, what could I reduce this fraction by? By 7, right? So if I divide both sides by 7, Antonio, what's negative 28 divided by 7?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. And then 7 divided by 7?
1.
1. And what's negative 4 over 1?
4.
1. Oh, negative 4.
Negative 4. Perfect. Okay, so my answer is just negative 4. Again, we're going to use this work later, so really important that we have it copied. We're using it for the next problem. All right, take 45 seconds to try this one with your team. 45 seconds to try this one out. I'm only going to give you 30 actually. We got 30 seconds for this.
That was on 2.
All right, answer from C1 Team 7. C1 Team 7. Jocelyn B, help me out. What did we do here? Add the 1. Can I get? And what's that?
Divided by 4.
Okay, we divided by 4. Perfect. Okay, so the other way that you might see me write this so that it's shorter, thank you Team 7, that was great. The other way that I might write this is like this. 1 times 1 over 4, and then I might just put the 24 in parentheses next to it. Because that's really all I'm doing. I could put parentheses 1 down here if I wanted, but I'm just multiplying. All right,
What do you mean?
let's do